Good day, students. We will be discussing about the second tutorial problem on solving continuous time system starting with differential equations. So system is described by the differential equation d squared y of t by dt squared given in this manner. The important point is the initial conditions of the system y of 0 equal to 9 by 4 and y dash of 0 equal to 5 are given. In the previous problem, the differential equation was solved without any initial conditions. Here initial conditions are given. This is a type of problem with initial conditions. And the input x of t equal to e power minus 3t u of t. Determine output response y of t. Hence, we need to determine what is the output response y of t. So the solution is, we need to first start with initial conditions y of 0. The differential equation is given. So our procedure is, we need to apply Laplace transform for this differential equation, and on applying Laplace transform this entire differential equation, we have to determine what is y of s. Then from this, you need to apply inverse Laplace transform and determine what is y of t. So this is the procedure. So to apply Laplace transform to this differential equation, we need to apply differentiation in time domain property, right? However, we need to keep in mind that we are having initial conditions. So differential equation in time domain property usually is given as d power n y of t divided by dt to the power of n is s to the power of n into y of s. This will be the differentiation time domain property without initial conditions. But since we have initial conditions, in general the formula is you need to go on subtracting by reducing the value. So it will be s of n minus 1, and then it will be s of n minus 2, and then it will be s of n minus 3. You go on reducing the value until you reach s power 0. Similarly, every time you reduce, the initial conditions has to be taken, and every time the initial conditions should have to be differentiated. The differentiated values has to be taken. So keeping this formula in mind, so we can see that d squared y of t divided by dt squared Laplace transform is s squared y of s minus s squared, you can write it as s. The first initial condition is y of 0. Still we have to do until we reach s power 0, which is 1. So this is s power 1. So next one is s power 0, which is 1. Y of 0 differentiate y dash of 0. So we can stop with this. Next, plus 4 into dy of t by dt, s into y of s minus, already we have s power 1. So next term will be minus s power 0, y of 0, plus the third one is simply directly 4 into y of s, because we do not have s term here, is equal to dx of t by dt. Please bear in mind that this initial condition is given only with respect to output. So for the input, we need not apply any initial conditions. Directly we can take the formula dx of t by dt is s into x of s, plus x of t Laplace transform will be x of s. Already we know what is x of t. So from x of t, we need to find what is x of s. So s squared, substituting the values, s squared y of s minus y of 0, 9 by 4 s minus y dash of 0, 5 plus 4 s into y of s minus 9 by 4 plus 4 into y of s is equal to s into x of s plus x of s. So you can take everything common. So y of s terms, we are taking it as common, remaining terms, and then x of s. You can observe, then you can substitute the value of x of s. So x of t is e power minus 3 to u of t. So x of s is 1 by s plus 3. Since it is u of t, which is a right-sided signal, it is real part of s greater than minus 3, which is the ROC. So now you substitute for y of s. So you get it as this one. So you can take this minus 9 by 4s minus 14 to the other side. So you'll be getting s plus 1 plus 9 by 4s plus 14. So simplifying it further by taking the LCM. we get an expression for y of s. You need to find an expression for y of s. So this is the expression that we get for y of s. So to get y of t, we need to apply partial fractions. So we are further simplifying this s squared plus 4s plus 4 into s plus 2 the whole square. So now this constant 4, I'm taking it to the numerator and we are getting the final expression for y of s. Now apply partial fractions. A by s plus 3 plus b divided by s plus 2 the whole squared plus c divided by s plus 2. Since for partial fraction, you need to take like this when you have square power. So solving for a, b and c by using partial fractions, you can see the procedure. So you can take suitable values for s. You can compare the coefficient of s squared. You can substitute the value of s equal to minus 3, s equal to minus 2 and s equal to 0. In any procedure you can do, find out the value of a, b and c. On substituting the values, you get y of s is equal to minus 2, right? So since it is not given whether it is a causal or non-causal system, let us assume the system to be a causal system, which is all practical systems are causal systems. So we take the individual ROCs to be greater than their poles. So real part of s greater than minus 3, real part of s greater than minus 2 and real part of s greater than minus 2. So now we need to apply inverse Laplace transform. So taking inverse Laplace transform for the first term and the third term, it is straightforward. Minus 2, 1 by s plus 3. So 1 by s plus a, real part of is greater than minus a. Just take inverse, you'll be getting e power minus at u of t, which is a well-known formula that you have to remember. However, for the second term, you have s plus t the whole squared. So 1 by s plus t the whole square. The suitable formula for this is, we know very well a generic formula, t to the power of n minus 1 divided by n minus 1 factorial e power minus a t u of t. Laplace transform is 1 by s plus a to the power of n, real part of s greater than minus a. So here, when you compare this with this equation, here n value is 2. So t to the power of 2 minus 1 is t power 1. 2 minus 1 factorial is 1 factorial. So the equation will become t divided by 1 factorial, which is 1. So t e power minus a t u of t, Laplace transform is 1 by s plus a the whole squared, real part of is greater than minus a, which is again a formula that you have to remember. So based upon this, we can apply these two formulas and determine y of t equal to minus 2 e power minus 3 t u of t plus 17 by 2 t into e power minus 2 t u of t plus 17 by 4 e power minus 2 t u of t, which specifies the output response of the system, which is nothing but y of t. Thank you, students.